I've pulled many an all-nighter in my life. I've pulled many a late night in my life, and it was easier when I was younger.
This should be played at high volume, preferably in a residential area.
Good morning. It is Monday morning. I'm heading into the office. I just realized I forgot my badge to scan in and out of the building, so I have to go figure out how to get a temporary one. Pretty good weekend though. Went upstate, saw my niece performing her recital and dance recital, and now I'm back in the city. Got a lot on the plate this week, in addition to some really cool news that I can't quite talk about yet, but hopefully in about a week and a half I will be able to. So I'm excited. A lot of good stuff going on this week. Got up early this morning, went to the gym. Now I'm at the office a bit early. So overall, really good stuff. I'm gonna head up. Out for lunch. As you can see, I'm walking around today instead of by my staircase that I normally do these at. I don't know why. It's nice out. I just wanted to get away from the office and maybe even stumble upon a recording spot that's maybe a little bit more interesting than just staircases. But so far, so good. The day is flying by, which is always a good thing. Like I said earlier, I get out a little early today because I got into work a little early this morning, so looking forward to that. I've got quite a lot on the plate for this morning, so lots of really cool stuff going on. Or not for this morning, sorry, whatever. Lots of really cool stuff going on, stuff I'm excited about. And now I'm just walking around this beautiful city that we live in, trying to get some air, get my mind off of job stuff, and maybe even find a new recording spot, which actually may have just found one. All right, so let's talk a little bit. I've been playing around with this idea lately. It's not, I guess, not an idea. It's, a pretty common thing. I've been playing around with this thought of how important it is to get sleep at night. I think the current state of entrepreneurship tends to, sort of poo-poo getting sleep. But I've pulled many an all-nighter in my life. I've pulled many a late night in my life, and it was easier when I was younger. Not that I'm so old now, but it was definitely easier, 3, 4, 5 years ago. But I'm just realizing more and more lately, I'm no good if I don't get sleep. I become useless. I end up just becoming a zombie for the day, and that's no good to anybody. I need to be able to focus. I need to be able to get work done. I need to be able to do something interesting, and I can't do that if I'm nodding off and yawning and all the things that happens when you don't sleep. Let me turn a little so that there's not so much, there we go, not so much sunshine. Yeah, I can't do that if I don't get enough sleep. In this vlog, I've shown probably 2 or 3 days where I am up late getting stuff done, but I think I made a decision at the end of last week that I'm just not gonna do that anymore. I'm gonna prioritize getting my sleep. I'm gonna prioritize going to bed early enough so that when I wake up the next day, I can absolutely crush it. Because one of the things I'm really realizing is just any work you're gonna do is gonna be better after a couple of days of working on it. Probably didn't just hear me with that loud group that walked by. Basically, any work you do is gonna be better after a couple of days of working at it. You don't need to get everything done tonight, and I often have that feeling like I need to do it now, otherwise, when am I going to get another chance? Speed, now. And I don't think that's always true. I think it's true in a lot of cases, but not always. So going forward, I plan to prioritize my sleep. Going forward, I plan to make sure that I'm getting enough sleep so that I can function the next morning and the next day and really just be at my A game. And that's what I'm gonna prioritize. I don't know if it's the right call. If you listen to all of these entrepreneur coaches and gurus out there, a lot of them tell you that that's not the right call, but I don't care anymore. I know my body, I know what I need to do, so no more late nights for me. I'll be heading to bed early enough so that I can function and just kick ass for the next day. And I recommend you do it as well. I recommend you prioritize your sleep. So today on my plate, I've got quite a lot. This week I am finally, loosening the, I don't want to use the term leash, loosening the restraints on some of the team I've been building. One of the mistakes I've been making a lot is, I'm a control freak, especially when it comes to this podcast and this business and all the things I'm trying to do. And I've been making the mistake of bringing these people on, but pretty much only empowering them to do exactly what I'm asking them to do. And if that's going to be the outcome, I may as well do it myself. I think the benefit of building a team outside of having extra manpower and extra hours and so on and so forth, I think the real benefit comes in having their experiences and their intelligence and their creativity, things that are inherently different from anything you could do, simply because they have a different view of the world. And so in order to make this valuable to myself, I need to change that relationship from, hey, do this thing that I'm asking you to do, to, hey, here's my goal, how do you think I should go about it? And it's a simple switch, but I think that if I can pull it off, I can start building a team that's built on multiple different perspectives. Apologize for this noise. There's a truck next to me that's doing something. I don't know what. I can start building a team that's based around bringing together the sharpest minds, the most creative people, the most diverse viewpoints, bringing those people together into a room to solve a problem or achieve a goal. If I can build that sort of team, it'll be less stressful for me. I'll feel less of a need to control everything. They'll be much more fulfilled because they'll be doing things that, are their unique ideas. And overall, the company, the podcast, our processes will get better. So that's thing number one. And I've got some sales stuff I need to do, cold emailing, making calls, trying to get 3 appointments set for this week. I have to design a product. And one of the things I've waited a little too long on is selling, out of fear that it would sort of damage my relationship with the audience, but I don't think that's going to be the case. I think what's going to end up happening is the people who want to represent the show and get some value from the thing I put together will take advantage of it, and the people who don't won't. And that's about it. So I'm going to be ramping up the sales aspect, because now that I'm spending money on people and on advertisement, and hoping to spend even more money, having some kind of revenue stream to offset that, even if it's not profitable, is going to be incredibly important. So I need to build a product, I need to do some sales stuff, I need to find ways to allow my team to take on more control for themselves, and then a handful of other stuff, recording new episodes, researching new content ideas, all the stuff that comes with running a company while simultaneously being the host of one of its media properties. So it's going to be fun, so I'm excited to get out of work at about 4:30. It's just about 3 hours away. Excited to get out, head to a Starbucks, or maybe even head home, we'll see, and bang some of this stuff out. Really try to nail some of this stuff, especially around the sales area and the team area. I think those two pieces are going to be the most important. This company is still really small, but I've got to say, I'm so excited to see our progress so far. I'm so excited to see where we continue to go. I'm excited just looking at my own growth. I think that even just in the last 3 weeks, I've become a better leader. I've gotten a better understanding of what it is I'm trying to do. Overall, this is all going in the right direction, and I'm so excited for the rest of the world to start seeing those changes and to start knowing who we are, what we're trying to do, and why it matters. So I'm gonna head back upstairs, have lunch, finish up the last 3 hours of the day. I just got out of work, and all of a sudden there is a crazy storm brewing, like literally out of nowhere. Hold up, let me see if I can show you what the sky looks like right now. Like, look how dark it is. It was bright not that long ago. These clouds just came out of nowhere. It's crazy windy. Needless to say, I am happy to be out ahead of the rain coming, because this looks like it's going to be pretty epic. So I'm going to head home, get some work started. I also wanted to cook up a surprise meal for Rachel. So yeah, I'm going to hop on the train, and I'll see you in a bit.